Everyone that works at Google seems to be about 22. I think they all have like crystals in their hand, and when they turn red, they have to go and work at companies down the road that I work at. Hello there YouTubers, it's me, UKRifter, and I'm back again, and this time having a look at a fantastic app called Google Earth VR. Now it's been out for a few days. Oh my goodness, it's just beautiful. Everything about this I love. I'm not exaggerating here. This really is the application in VR that I've been really waiting for. Absolutely fantastic, and it's not just me that thinks this. My kids have been playing this earlier, and I love the fact that this is now their favourite VR experience. They absolutely adore it, and that's brilliant. You know, I much prefer them playing something educational like this, where they get to view the world rather than, you know, some shooter. So anyway, let me just show you how it all works, if I can remember. I've only been allowed about 2 minutes playing this earlier, so you know, my kids were completely all over it. So effectively, what you've got here is a VR rendering of the Google Earth application, really. I mean, I'm oversimplifying it, obviously. They've done some beautiful things with it. As you get closer to roads, for instance, you hear the noise of cars zooming past, which is a really nice touch. And you hear, like, for instance, bells chiming in bell towers, that kind of thing. Look at this. Look at this. I'm in a kind of tour mode, so when you start up the application, you go into this little welcome bit. It's got that kind of familiar sort of low res coming up to high res thing that Google Earth does. But it doesn't really detract from it at all. Look at this. Fantastic, eh? Absolutely amazing. Beautiful. It tells you where you are. Look, I'm in Tokyo. Had to check there. Wasn't 100% sure. Didn't know Tokyo had this Eiffel Tower replica. Wow, look at this. Where am I? Florence. Oh God, look, fantastic. And as I get closer, I can hear the bells ringing. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful. And this is basically a welcome tour. You can just skip through it, but I'm going to let you see it. How fantastic is this? How fantastic. Beautiful. And what I love about this, in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop up the, I'm going to pause that. I'm going to skip it. And I'm just going to show you a couple of things you can do with this application. I don't know why it's giving me a tutorial again. I went through this earlier. But anyway. Okay, so I can pull the trigger, I can drag the Earth around at this view, and so this might be familiar. It's a little bit similar to the way sort of Google Earth works generally. So let's go down to everyone's favourite part of the world, United Kingdom. So here I can go fly up and down, so I can go in and out with the controllers here, and look, here we are. Lovely Surrey, beautiful Surrey. Let's go down to London, London town. I won't say the greatest city on earth, but you know, it is. So as I come down, it starts to render out. And if I press this button, it spins me round into sort of human standing mode. And at this point, now what you've got to remember is, I'm a giant. These are like tiny models. As I duck down, I can look really closely. I can get my face right down to them and see individual cars parked on the roads. It's just like I now own a scale model of the entire planet. That's how fantastic this application is. You just, I mean, it is quite overwhelming when you come into it for the first time. Obviously, not everything is rendered to this degree. Only kind of your city areas and tourist attractions are rendered with this lovely 3D rendering. But hopefully, it will get more and more as it develops. As you know, Google start to map it. So I can tilt into this kind of space view and drag around like that. Yeah, and I can look at it kind of like a map view, I guess. Very weird map view, but cool. Or I can spin round to this. Now, what's really good is this, right? I can zoom down. Now, you might think I'm moving towards this, but I'm not. The scale is growing. That's what's amazing about this. The scale is growing. So as I go down, it gets bigger. Now, when I get finally down to the biggest it can be, let's stand here, for instance. Now, you might remember I did a Periscope broadcast the other day, and I was standing exactly there. I'm going to stand there again. And that's what I saw. And now the scale is correct, absolutely correct. I've got London City Hall over there. I've got the London Eye over there. Turn around, I've got the Houses of Parliament and Queen Elizabeth Tower over there. How awesome is that? It's just amazing. And okay, so I can bring up this menu. And my kids, for some reason, have an ability to work out how to do this more than I do. Because if at this level I push forward like that, I'm effectively in flight mode. So I can just sort of surf through at human. This is the weird thing, right? When I go down to the ground, I'm human size. But as I fly up, not only do I fly up, but everything shrinks down. It's really peculiar. So at this point, look, everything's a model again. Yeah? So it's not like I'm just flying up in the air. It's actually shrinking, which is a pretty peculiar effect, right? Hi there. Nelson's column. There's Nelson. Hello there. Looking out over Horse Guard Parade down here. I'll give you a little tour of London, shall I? Why not? This is Horse Guard Parade. This is where, well, they have parades and stuff. I really don't know that much about London, but let's fly over here. So I'm going to go down here. I think this is the Mall. The Mall, sorry. Going to duck through these trees, and at the end, very recognisable building, hopefully. You're at all familiar. It's rendering a little bit. I've got a bit of a slow internet connection. Plus I'm streaming. And you've got Buckingham Palace at the end here. And of course, you know, it's not really designed to be looked at this close, right? In fact, you have to enable this. You have to enable it to get past maybe sort of that size. It's a little setting in the menu. So a couple of things I've changed here. So if I go to the menu, I've turned off comfort mode. I'll show you what comfort mode does, right? And you'll see why I've turned it off. But you know, I'm not complaining. I think comfort mode might work and be needed for you, but just not for me. Now, I'm not quite sure. This is the funny thing. I'm not quite sure how you then get out of here. What? How do I? What? What's going on? See, I can't actually exit this menu. Unless I'm being really stupid, I just can't. How do I go away? It seems like the only option I have is to select somewhere. So let's go to Monument Valley. No, I'm not. I was doing well there. I was doing the city tour. I'm going to give you a tour of London. What the hell? You might not want a tour of London, but you're getting a tour of London. I love the way it says Big Ben. Just to be picky about this, this isn't Big Ben. Big Ben is the bell inside the clock tower. Okay? So just stop. Right, so comfort mode does this. Right, you move, it blanks around the edges. Now, apparently, this is a technique to stop you feeling sick. Can't say it makes any difference for me, but generally speaking, I don't get sick. So I'm not so worried about it. The only thing I can't work out how to do is exit this menu once I'm in it. So once you're in this menu, you actually have to select somewhere. So don't press menu if you really want to stay where you were. So I'm going to turn that comfort mode off. Allow human scale is the other thing. So that's the thing I enabled. By default, it's not enabled. And that allows you to go down to actual human scale, which really is fantastic. I can't praise that high enough. So here we go. Right, so back to Big Ben. So let's have a little tour of London. So as you come down here, this is Westminster, and I'm not an expert on London, but you know, you come up here and you've got another very famous building up here. Just went past the. Oh, hold on, that's Horse Guard Parade. I've just gone past it, haven't I? So number 10 Downing Street. Downing Street is here. Here. It doesn't look very familiar because there's all gates and posts and things, and I think this is Downing Street. I don't remember that tree. Anyway, yeah, there's number 10 Downing Street. Here. I've been in there, you know, back in the day when I was a spy. Shouldn't talk about it really. And yeah, you've got various kind of buildings over here. Look at that. I've been here as well. This is exactly what it looks like. You drive through this gate over here. Where is it? Over here. Anyway, yeah, and seeing as we're talking about spies, let's go to the famous spy building over at Vauxhall. Where are we? I'm completely lost now. Where are we? Is it this far up, really? Yes, it is. Here it is, sorry. There. So there you go. There's MI5, MI6, whatever you want to call it. I think everyone knows that, right? Yeah, it's in the James Bond movies. Yeah. Okay, there he is. And you've got Victoria Station down here. and marvellous. And over here, you might recognise this from a Pink Floyd album. You've got a very recognisable and instantly forgot its name, Battersea Power Station, there you go, which is actually currently being sort of, I don't know what they're doing to it. I think they're knocking it down or something. Or they seem to be knocking down bits of it, maybe converting it into luxury flats. I wouldn't be too surprised. Anyway, we're at the dodgy end of town now. Let's get back. So as we fly down, beautiful St James's Park down there, and this park up here, I forget what this one's called, but it leads up to this road here. Can't remember the name of the road. And you've got down here the Ritz, I believe is this one here. That's the very tame. There you go, the Ritz. Sort of says it there. And now where's Harrods? Is Harrods that way? Let's get lost. Blimey, I'm lost in London in VR. This really is something. Brilliant. Okay, let's go. Flying up. Oh, here we are. Piccadilly Circus. Brilliant. Amazing. As you come up here, you've got Carnaby Street, which is up here, I believe. Is this Yeah, this is Carnaby Street, I think. And that leads through into Oxford Street up here, which is here, which takes you all the way down to Centre Point, which is that big building down. Oh no, I'm completely lost now. Oh no, this is where they're. God, really? It was that deep? They were excavating. They were doing some work there. Okay. So where's Centre Point? What the hell am I lost again? There's BT Tower over there. Let's go and have a look at BT Tower. British Telecom Tower. There it is. Massive erection. Very fine erection. Marvellous. Very iconic building in London. Fantastic. And so we head over to the city over here. Oh look, it's the British Museum. This is the building we store all of the stuff we've stolen from other countries. It's brilliant. So, you know, if you ever want to go and see some of the stuff we stole off you, it's in this building. Got a lovely glass roof. And it looks like this on the outside. Alright, go and have a look in there. You can't have it back though. Finders keepers. We stuck a flag in the ground. It's ours. Right, let's go over here. Some beautiful buildings. Lovely kind of Art Deco buildings. All different styles of architecture along the Thames. Very, very beautiful. So here we go. I often walk this way to work. So I'll walk past the National Theatre. It's obviously taken in springtime. There's lots of trees around. There's the ITV building in there. They're currently, I think these guys here, I don't know if it's the ITV guys, are actually having all these lovely trees chopped down. Bastards. So, got that nice pier here. You can go down onto this beach. I say beach, but you know, toxic mud. Let's just call it that. Nice coffee shop in there. You can usually, can you get around here? Yeah, you can. No, you have to walk around the back at this point. But I always get the bridges mixed up as well. This isn't very interesting, is it? I've just realised. Wow, look at all those solar panels. I never realised that. Great to see from this perspective, isn't it? Okay, sorry. Where the hell am I? Oh yeah, there you go. So you've got St Paul's Cathedral. This is the Millennium Bridge. What? Oh yes, and you've got the. I wasn't talking to you. That's Alexa. Sorry about that. And then you've got the Tate Modern here. Beautiful building. Again, from the, I think it was the Tate and Lyle Sugar Factory. There you go. And this is the Millennium Bridge, which London is called the Wobbly Bridge because it had a wobble, but that was fixed. And the Millennium Bridge, as you walk over it, there you go. This is like my walk to work in the morning. My walk to work, I go over the Millennium Bridge up to St Paul's. I see some beautiful places on the way to work, and you know, I actually don't mind going into London because I get to see all these wonderful touristy things, right? So over here you've got St Paul's Cathedral. Beautiful, beautiful cathedral. Designed by Christopher Wren. Marvellous, isn't it? And over here we've got one of the most modern buildings in London, the Shard, which I've been up to the top of. So let's see if I can perch on the top of it. Ooh. Now, can I actually make myself human scale, but on the top of the building? I don't think I can. No, I can only make myself human scale on the ground. A bit of a shame, actually. I'd like to be able to stand on the top of that. Anyway, never mind. Can I not do that? There must be a way. Can I grab it and then shrink myself down? I don't know. No, I can't. All right. So this is the city, as they call it, which is basically the sort of central area, which is where most of the oh, I can't miss this out. This is the HMS Belfast. The HMS Belfast. I've actually stayed on this ship, believe it or not. They let scouting groups stay on there, and I'm a scout leader, so I got to stay on the HMS Belfast, which was great fun. And then you've got one of the most famous bridges in London over here. You've got Tower Bridge, not London Bridge, Tower Bridge. London Bridge is incredibly boring. If you come into London and say you want to see London Bridge, the taxi cab will take your money and take you to a very boring bridge. Tower Bridge is what you want, which leads across the road to the Tower of London, which is fantastic, and that's where the jewels are. Marvellous. Let's get in there. Let's nick them. Oh, we can't. Darn it. Okay. And so all these buildings, all these other buildings have amusing names. Like the one over here is called the... Is this the Gherkin? Yeah, this is the Gherkin. This is like the City Hall, the new City Hall. No, that's not the Gherkin. What the heck do they call that? I can't remember what they call it now. Don't know. It looks weird though, doesn't it? But yeah, the Gherkin's over here. I'll show you the Gherkin. That's it. There's the Gherkin. Which is a lovely bit of architecture, isn't it? Look at it. It's nice. It looks like a pineapple. SpongeBob's house. SpongeBob's home in the city. And you've got this one. What's this one called? Oh, I forget. One of them's called, that's called the walkie-talkie, and that's famous for basically reflecting light and setting fire to cars, believe it or not. So they had to put some kind of protective coating on the window. In fact, this thing they've got here, I think they were actually putting the protective coating on, the non-reflective coating, because it's effectively like a convex mirror, and the light would shine on it, and it would shine down and set fire to things. I'm not even making this up. This is absolutely true. And what else we got here? So they've all got funny names. That one I think is called the... I think that's called the Razor. Yeah, pretty sure that one's called the Razor. And wow, look at this. There's a building here now. This isn't an empty space anymore, as far as I remember. And yeah, you've got all these sort of banker buildings. There you go. Loads of bankers. And over here is Liverpool Street Station, which is a very, very beautiful station inside as well. And over here, well, lots of banks. This is where all the finance stuff happens in London. You know, I mean, nice buildings, but, you know. I'm not a banker, by the way, just in case you're wondering. And down here's Canary Wharf. Canary Wharf is, again, it's a big kind of office complexy area. It's not particularly interesting. What else can I show you about London? I'm really sort of not... I guess I'm demonstrating the superb ability I have to give you a little tour of London with this utterly fantastic app. I'm not really talking too much about how fantastic this app is. I mean, the detail is still there in place. All the detail is there, but it's tiny. It's now tiny. So as I come in, it's now human scale. How amazing is that? Beautiful, wonderful. It just makes me so happy that this has been created. This is just the best thing I've ever tried in VR, and that's no exaggeration. Absolute best thing. What's this down here? Oh, Wembley. Is it? No, what am I talking about? This is the Olympic Stadium. And that's this kind of strange architectural building that they built, and they converted it into, believe it or not, a slide. So for about 20 quid, you can go along, climb up the inside of it, and slide down the outside. I'm not joking. So this is the Olympic Park. It must have been being built at the time, so it's quite an old render. Or demolished. There you go. So that was London. I wonder if I should show you something else. I'll show you where I grew up. How about that? So this is Cornwall. Cornwall's where I used to live. And I grew up on this peninsula here, the Roseland Peninsula, in beautiful Cornwall. Nice, isn't it? This is where I lived. I say it's nice, but you know, I was happy to leave. In fact, I pretty much lived my whole life in Cornwall, being very aware of how beautiful it was, but always just looking forward to moving out. Terrible thing to say, isn't it? It's a beautiful area, but there was no jobs, nothing really to do. There's Falmouth. The Foul Estuary, one of the deepest estuaries in the world. I'm really sort of not giving you a good tour of the actual. I'm giving you a tour of my life. My life. And you don't want that. You want to know about, I don't know, the capabilities of this application. Well, let's get on with that then. Let's go to the Hollywood sign. Let's go and have a look at that. I haven't had a look at this yet. I'm just enjoying this. This isn't so much a review as me just having a great time. Oh, LA. I really had a really great run up here. So what I did was I went down, I'm just trying to work it out now. It was down here. I parked my car. And it's just like, so information you just don't need. I didn't need to know this, you're saying. Well, I'm telling you anyway. There, I parked it there. So this is basically like a riding stables. I drove up here, parked up here, and I actually went in here and said, can I have a ride on your horse? And they said, no, they just left, so I couldn't have a ride on my horse. So I went for a run. They let me park there. And I ran up here, up here, up here. Wow, look, I'm flying. Fantastic. Up here, around this wiggly path, and then up here, and then up here. Then I got a bit lost, I think. Then I went this way, that way, this way. And then I was on this road, and I know I felt really lost then. And then, no. Did I go this way? I can't remember. But eventually, oh yes, that's it. I ended up basically going around the back here, up this road, looking down over the valley. And it goes around this corner, and then it goes through a little gap. This was a hell of a slog, and it was really hot. And you come up here, and you go for a little gap in the hill, like this, and boom, this is what I saw. I just came around this corner, and it was really kind of hot and terrible on that side, and I came through this gap, and boom, you just see the whole of LA ahead of you, and look at that, a view straight over the back of the Hollywood sign. And I stood here for ages, just exactly as I am now. This is just like being there, apart from the fact, unfortunately, there's a fence here, so it kind of removes the view a little bit. But yeah, I stood here, and I looked at the Hollywood sign, and I looked out across LA. I was completely alone, and it was windy. And I just thought, wow, brilliant. Make it dark. Oh. Isn't this fantastic? Isn't it? And let's bring the Milky Way up. That's better. Wow. Just incredible. Incredible application. I just love it to bits. Fantastic. Where am I in the room? Sorry to do this to you guys. I'm just going to bring up my cage. There I am. Okay. All right. So, yeah, and up here you've got effectively you've got this like little radio mast tower up here as well on top of the hill, which looks down over LA. LA. I really enjoyed LA, and let's have a little look. I'll tell you my most favourite part. I didn't know that dam was there. My most favourite part of LA, which just blew me away, is the Griffith Park Observatory. I believe is here. And is that it? No, that's not it, is it? Where are you, Griffith Park Observatory? I will find you. Right, it's got to be high up, obviously. In Beverly Hills, I think. It's quite easy to spot, but I'm not spotting it at the moment. No, I feel it's over this way, but oh, is that it over there? But it's just a beautiful place and really, really amazing. When I went in there, I was really shocked how accessible all the scientist guys were. Like they were just wandering around, talking to people, being really, just a really interesting place to go. I can't find it now, but there you go. And while I was there, being LA, there was lots of movie people there as well, and actors and actor wannabes, and I really enjoyed talking with them and learning about their lives and stuff. And I just found LA an utterly fascinating place. And someone I met there and got talking to was a guy who was the science advisor. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. He was the science advisor for Star Trek, believe it or not. He was one of the science advisors for Star Trek, the movies, I guess. And he was a very interesting character. There you go. So I felt it was more over that way, but that doesn't feel right. I don't think... It must be around here somewhere. I didn't drive that far away from the city, I'm sure I didn't. I'm determined to find the Griffith Park Observatory. Is it Griffin Park or Griffith Park? I always forget. Anyway, never mind. It's somewhere around here. Or not. You'd think it was high up, right? Let's go up and have a little look at the lay of the land here. So LA's down here. And I'm just trying to remember it. Anyway, okay, I'm really boring you to tears now. Oh. No. It's a very nice house, though. Who would live in a house like this, I wonder? Anyway, I won't dwell on it. Let's go somewhere else. Somewhere else maybe I've been. I haven't been to Missouri. The old Miz. No, that's Mississippi, isn't it? Okay, let's go to Barcelona. Okay, here we are. I've never been to Barcelona. This is the famous Gaudi Cathedral. I forget what it's called. Something or other. Still not finished. Still not finished. It looks like, I don't know, I mean, Gaudi's, you know, it'll be nice when it's done, let's say that. But, you know, just not really my cup of tea, Gaudi, I'll be honest. If you were an architect, you're probably thinking, bloody Philistine. But hey, there you go. Just not that into it. But anyway, let's go somewhere else. An iron mine in Australia. Oh, marvellous. See what else we can see. This is very much kind of cities. So there's different tabs at the top, you'll notice. Oh, this one's kind of cool. Look at this. Hamburg, Germany. A shipping port. Wow. Oh, wow. Look at this. Fantastic. Oh, brilliant. Miles upon miles of shipping crates. If I come down to human scale mode here. Ooh. Bonk. There I am in loads of shipping crates. Not particularly interesting at that level, but very interesting up here. I got very dizzy then for a second. But brilliant, isn't it? Beautiful colours. All full of iPhones and all the other crap we buy. Excellent. Maybe a few Oculus Rifts. Okay. Let's have a little look. What else we got? There's so many things I want to see. A massive cruise ship in Norway. Twin Peaks, San Francisco. Oh, the Statue of Liberty. You know, to celebrate, commemorate, whatever you want, commiserate. Castro died today, aged 90. And sort of not split opinion in the US. Quite surprised by people's reaction in the US. They see him as a real monster, which I found surprising. I like to learn these things, though. I like to understand how people feel about the world, understand the reasons. But yeah, Castro seems to be a very polarizing figure indeed, doesn't he? But anyway, let's go and have a look at. Let's test my geography with trying to find Cuba. So Americans are probably thinking, seriously, you can't find Cuba? You're an idiot. Alright, so I'm guessing it's down here where it says Cuba. There we are. I knew it was off Florida like that, so I knew that much. I didn't know it's so close to the Bahamas. I didn't know all this area was so close together. Wow. I am really stupid. My geography is terrible. Jamaica? No, she went by herself. Ha! Okay, let's get down to Cuba. Enough terrible jokes. Now, I wonder if Cuba will have the same level of detail. I'm guessing not, but hey. No, very low res here. Very low res indeed. They can't even be bothered to fly their spy drones over the place. Maybe that some of this is better rendered, I don't know, but let's go into this big city in the middle. Stand in the middle of it. No, they really have not tried. Okay. So it's not all, you know, it's not all beautifully 3D rendered, of course. But a lot of it is. The planet. Alright, so Millennium Park, Rostock, Germany. Please shut up, Alexa. Every 5 minutes with you. Nature. Okay. Devil's Tower, Wyoming. Wasn't Devil's Tower the Close Encounters of the Third Kind mountain? It was, wasn't it? Probably numerous other films as well. Wow, it really is something, isn't it? When I was a kid, I remember seeing this thinking it was made up. But it's just amazing, isn't it? I guess, I'm guessing it's, what, the hollowed out, it's the core of a volcano, is it? I don't know. It certainly looks like the core of a volcano. So the hard rock core of a volcano and all the earth around the volcano disappears. And what you're left with is that. I would assume. I don't know. It certainly looks like that now. God, it's huge, isn't it? Let's see if I can stand on the top of this. Because this is a solid ground, I can go to the edge of it like this, pull myself up, and then, watch this, zoom down to human scale. Oh, wow. That just makes the hairs go up on my arm. It's really kind of creepy as hell. Oh, goodness me. And the drag function actually feels kind of nice. It's a very nice locomotion technique. I think they've inadvertently found a really good locomotion technique with this application as well. But look at that. Honestly, the scale of this is... Oh, no, that really doesn't make me feel good. You know, it's only through years of practice that I know I'm not going to fall down there, but... Jeez. Oh! I did fall down. I fell down. Climbing up. Wow, that's great, isn't it? Go and visit the car park. Nice cars. Whoa, what happened? Oh God. I don't like it when things take control. That was quite disconcerting. So we're zooming out. There we are. Out in space. Here we are in space. Marvellous. That's great, isn't it? Right, so where else can we go? Where else in the world should I go? India. Now, let's see now. I think I'll go to so many lovely places in India to see. I don't know. I've been to the very obvious place in India. I've been to Bangalore. Bengaluru as it's called now. But I can't actually figure out where that is. And my ability to know geography, you know, I'm not good. I'm not good with geography. No. But it is a beautiful country. Amazingly diverse, fantastic. Wildlife, lovely people. Just an interesting country to visit. And I should go back there. I went there on work. I need to go back there with my family. I went to Thailand as well. That's a very beautiful part of the world. I've been to China. China is just fascinating as well. Just vast country. Really going through its own kind of industrial revolution right now and kind of getting a little bit ruined along the way. But hey, we did it to our countries 50 years ago. Smoke and crap in the atmosphere. But anyway, that's one of the big problems with China right now is the smog in the main cities. Terrible. Anyway, never been to Australia. Where's Australia? There it is. God, it's big, isn't it? Never been to Australia. Been to India, been to China, been to Thailand. Where else have I been? Been all around this area. Well, Saudi, Dubai, been to Tunisia. Yeah, been around, been about. Been all over this area. Obviously, this is Europe. Let's see what the mountains look like in this. Let's get down into Austria. Are we in Austria still here? I don't know. Right, so spin myself around. Whoa, that's cool. Look at that, eh? Let's get up on one of these mountains. Isn't that beautiful? As it renders, obviously, it kind of slightly loses the immersion, but still good. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to stand on this rock and take a look at that view. Gosh, that's amazing. Utterly amazing. How they've done this. Just amazing. I can stand literally anywhere in the world and appreciate... I'm just going on now, aren't I? Alright, let's have a look what else we've got in the menu. Let's go to this this pool in Yellowstone. This is where that chap died, wasn't it? He fell in and boiled to death in acid, which isn't good. Not good at all, really. I don't know if it was this pool specifically, but he was mucking around a bit, let's be honest. Shouldn't have been doing it. Hot potting, they call it. There you go. Isn't that amazing? Look at the colours. There you go. There's one of the most active, volcanically active areas of the world. A supervolcano. Let's zoom out. You can actually see the supervolcano. Oh, you can't really make it out, but effectively, the whole of Yellowstone Park is a volcano. I don't know if you knew that, but it is. And it's about to explode in the next 1,000 years or so. I'll tell you what would be really interesting to see would be, and I think I'm pointing in the right direction, I'd like to know which way is north. That would be good. I'm a bit lost now. You can see the San Andreas Fault, I think. So where am I? Let's go back into map view so I can figure myself out. Right, I've gone way, way, way out. Where the hell am I? I'm totally lost. Okay, I think I'm in California, but I'm not sure. You know, my knowledge of geography in the US is worse than it is for everywhere else. All right, so I don't know where I am. I'm lost. Near Bay. Where's that? Okay, there's the United States of America. California, San Jose, San Francisco. There we go. So up here, you'll see. You can see the fault line. Look at that. Look at that. That's the fault line. Isn't that amazing? That ridge is effectively following the fault line all the way down. All the way down California. Look, if you zoom in. As far as I know, I'm not talking nonsense here, but this effectively is the fault line. All this kind of activity here, this is the effect of it. And I believe this is where they have the most activity. Again, I might be talking rubbish. This is certainly my understanding. And someone from the US of A, please tell me. Anyway, as soon as we're in San Francisco, let's go and look at one of the most beautifully rendered cities in Google Earth. And that is the lovely city of San Francisco, which I've been to many, 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 many times. I work in the IT industry, so going to Silicon Valley, which is that way, is basically, you know, not that unusual. So I've been had the pleasure, I guess, of traveling to San Francisco many, many times, and it is a beautiful city, one of my favorites. Very touristy, obviously. This area down here, the piers start right down this end. Mainly car parks down this end, if I'm honest. Car parks and ports, and then as you come around here, it becomes more touristy. And then as you get down here, you get to Pier 39, which I think is this one, isn't it? Yeah, this is Pier 39. And it's lovely in there. That's like, it's kind of like, kind of reminds me of like an American Blackpool. It's just full of tourist tat, but it's kind of nice, nicely done. Down here you've got all these seals sitting on rafts. You can't see the seals, but they're there. They haven't been rendered. There you go, Pier 39. The car park over there. And yeah, and I did a great cycle ride through San Francisco. Rented a bike, cycled out here, over down here, and also went for a run. This is very boring information. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Like, why? I don't care you're screaming at the television thing now. But I parked my car. God, it's changed. What have they done? Everything's changing so fast. This is all new. Yeah, there's an outlet store down here. You buy North Face stuff. It's very good. But I parked somewhere down here. I went for a run all the way down here. Look, weird, eh? Look, the sea's not there. You see the landscape. And I went for a run up around here and up over here and through the Golden Gate Bridge, like this. Look, you can stand on the edge. Have a look back at San Francisco. How amazing is that? You got Sausalito over the other side. Just amazing. So I'm whittering on, but I think I'm making my point here. That this is a wonderful application just for flying around and visiting places. Just amazing. I feel like Superman. I can just reach my hands out and turn. Amazing. So this is... Oh, careful now. Downtown San Francisco, I guess. Where's Nob Hill? There it is. Nob Hill. Climbed to the top of that knob. Quite a walk up there, I tell you. I walked it and it was very hot. There's Nob Hill. There it is. Ah, lovely. Where else can I go in the world? If I was organised, I'd have the little V thing up with the... Oh no, the V thing doesn't work in Vive, does it? It only works in Oculus. So, just as a side note, if any of you are wondering if I'm getting Oculus Touch, yes, I am getting Oculus Touch. I'm very much looking forward to it, and looking forward to doing lots of reviews. You will see them on this channel. I will be boring you to death with all the latest content. Of course. Where else can I go? So basically you've got these other things as well. I'll show you this while I'm here. So you can save locations, which is great. You can also do tours, and tours basically are, you know, hands-free. So you can go to deserts, cities, landmarks. Go landmarks. And it gives you sort of a few seconds to appreciate it before it moves on. Where am I? Oh, you're over there. Sorry. Wow, look at this. Oh, you can't really do anything apart from pause. It will tell you where you are. Mount Fuji. Can duck down. Wow. Oh, look at this. Oh, I should have done this. I should have come over to this lookout point. Oh, it's just amazing. I love the fact they're doing it at sundown. Amazing. I ran to here. That's what I did. I ran across the bridge and I ran up to the lookout point, had a good look, ran all the way back again. Used to do a lot of running. Oh, wow. Oh, and of course, I'm in, yeah, Brussels. Lovely. You can go and have dinner in one of those little balls. You have to get up, you can climb up the inside of it and climb up inside the structure. There's all kind of steps inside. Very interesting. Brussels, an entire city built off bureaucracy. Amazing. That wasn't a Brexit comment there. I was just making a comment generally. Oh, wow. Rio de Janeiro. There he is. Jeebus. How you doing, mate? Nice view. Fantastic. Sun's going down. Wow. Great if the lights came on in the building. Oh, that's amazing, isn't it? Look at that. Just makes the hairs go up on my arm, I swear. Just absolutely the best VR experience. Oh, look at this. Isn't it lovely? Oh, wow. I was just here, wasn't I? It looks so good. I keep forgetting you can change the position of the sun. Really lovely. Dong. Oh, lovely 3D positional audio. It feels like the bells are spinning around me as I turn. Really amazing. Great. The Gateway Arch. Oh. Gateway Arch. Is this Missouri? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm not good with US geography. But wow, cool, huh? Just beautiful, wonderful, amazing, majestic, fantastic. The Vatican. Wow, look at this place. These guys aren't short of money. Brilliant. Yeah, so you can just basically sit for these tours. They only last a few minutes, as you see. And you sort of jump around to different areas, and it's accompanied with a little bit of music as well. And just really makes the hairs stand up on your arms. Just beautiful. And this, without a doubt in my mind, is the first thing I will show people. I'll say to them, you know Google Maps, you know Google Earth. Check this out. Because this this really explains what VR is about. It really does, because if you can take something like Google Earth and add VR and get this, that completely explains it to most people. I would have thought, that's what VR can do. Imagine what it can do with everything else. That really made no sense, did it? That was lazy. Solar eclipse from space. A little look. Alright, that's what a solar eclipse looks like. Like a blob. Ah. Well, that's... Oh yeah. There it is, look. Hello, moon. Okay. That's very interesting. What else can we do? Mount Rushmore, really? Okay. Oh, the Horseshoe Canyon. Yeah, I've got to check that out. So let's go and have a look at Mount Rushmore. Ooh. Aha. Wow. I didn't know that was there. Gosh. Is that fully rendered? I don't think it is it? Huh. Wow. Let's stand on his head. Oh, he's big. Gives you an idea of the scale, though. Look at that. Lincoln down there. Blimey, it's amazing, isn't it? You wouldn't want to fall off there, I tell you. Gives you an idea of the scale and height, and just amazing, vast. How on earth did they do this? Right, anyway, let's go have a look at Horseshoe Canyon in Utah. Rendering. Wow. Oh, I'm in two minds about this. I mean, I'm so goddamn lazy when it comes to travel that I know I've been to a lot of places, but most of the time it's been for work. My wife kind of despairs, really. But just to do this, right? Right, if I go down here, I'm there. I'm human scale. I'm standing here looking at it. It's huge. It's amazing. Do I need to go there? I am there. Wearing slightly weird sunglasses. Wow. And I can do this. That made me jump. Can't do that in reality. Well, you could, but you'd die. Oh! Teleporting about. So you've got this dragging thing, which is also a kind of form of teleporting if it's a long way away. So you can drag, pull yourself across, and look back the way you came. Brilliant. Alright, okay. Oh, look at that. Verdun, France. Never been here. Oh, I just love. I love these fantastic places. Just makes me realise I really should go and visit them. Right, let's see if I can get down to human scale here. Get an idea of the size of this place. Jeez, it's amazing. Why does it look like this? I guess the Ice Age had something to do with it. Ah, weird. Oh dear. I'm screwing it up. Alright, let's jump out of here. Alright, so we've got, that looks like a very beautiful area of Iran. I suppose I should go and see things that I'll probably never see in my lifetime, and Iran is most likely one of them, very sadly, isn't it? Arizona, the Glen Canyon Dam. Oh, I should go and see that. Sounds interesting. Ooh. Wow. That is something. Look at that. I'm a giant. I can walk around inside this I don't know what you call it. Fissure in the landscape. Let's see if I can make myself human scale, and I'll stand at the very bottom on the roof of this building. Gosh, that's big, isn't it? Huge. It just feels like it's to scale. That's what I love about VR. It's just the way you can alter the scale and just feel. And it just does it so well. Like tiny model, gargantuan cathedral-like structure. Tiny model. You get the idea. Right, let's won't be doing it too much longer. Lake Tahoe, very popular with my US colleagues. Always heading to Lake Tahoe. It's the place to go, apparently, if you're Cool. Cool. Where else should I go? I definitely appreciate these nature areas more so than even the cities. Although the cities are very beautiful, it's nice to go to these particular points. And just to be clear, there's a lot to see. Mount Vesuvius here, of course. Very lovely and interesting place. But obviously, everything is pretty much rendered as far as the ground terrain is concerned. So it's just the cities that only some of them are. We'll come down here, let's get down to human scale. Oh, geez, look at the size of this place. Yeah, it's some crater, isn't it? Mount Vesuvius. She's gonna blow! Alright. So, featured. So you got some featured stuff here. Oh, you can go to the Google campus, which is in Mountain View, just down the road from one of the buildings I work in. And I've been to the Google campus. It's frankly speaking, my main impression from the Google campus is, well, the main sensation I got from being there was depression. It's an amazing place, really amazing place, full of really fantastic, dynamic, amazing people. They all ride around on these Google bicycles, and when you're a new hire there, you have to wear a propeller head hat and get beaten up and get your pocket money stolen and things. But it's a really, really lovely kind of almost university campus kind of atmosphere. But what's depressing about it is everyone that works at Google seems to be about 22. I think they all have like crystals in their hand, and when they turn red, they have to go and work at companies down the road that I work at. So, yeah, there's a feeling of sort of inaccessibility about Google. I'll never work somewhere cool like that because I'm too old and decrepit. Anyway, yeah, so there you go. This is the sort of Sunnyvale, Mountain View, Silicon Valley area, where all this technology and awesomeness is. It all happens here. It's where all your gadgets come from. Well, no, they don't. They come from China. But they're thought up here. Okay. Zooming out into space. That's a good place to say goodbye from. Goodbye, Earth. How do I get out of here? No, like that. Okay, I got it. There we go. There's Earth. Lovely. Earth at night. That's roughly the time it is now in the UK. There we go. Let's make it accurate. There we go. And yeah, I think I'll call it a night. That was really enjoyable. That is just, I'm sure you can hear the, where are you? Oh, you're there. I'm sure you can hear the excitement and joy in my voice. That was 100% genuine, as all my reactions are on to VR. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. It just was breathtaking, educational, fantastic. I love the fact my kids love this as well. So thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. And yeah, I'll probably be doing a bit more streaming and sharing of videos very soon. I'm very much looking forward to Oculus Touch coming out, just to date this video a bit. And yes, as I said, please do subscribe if you're interested in that technology, because I'm going to be doing a lot of that stuff. Okay, guys, I'll speak to you soon. Bye.